Pappas does not like Freddie. As a matter of fact, he publicly made a statement in one of the club meetings that he voted for Mitch Colvin. He does not like Freddie. So
it's obvious because what he just said about Dad.
It's clear.
I want to play that.
He calls him inept. He calls Freddie inept. He calls him an idiot. I mean, the stuff he says, it's like, what in the world?
Little Peter can just keep his mouth, my dad's name, out of his mouth because he is.
Yeah, he will.
He is just. Ugh. Okay, hang on. Let's hit play.
And gavel the meeting to order. The first order of business was to go into closed session. There was a board meeting over the summer where, as soon as Chairwoman gavelled the meeting to order, the first order of business was to go into closed session. And at that meeting, we had two
but it wasn't an executive
officials.
meeting. It was an emergency board meeting.
It was an emergency board meeting,
right,
which you're still, as an ex-com member, should be allowed to be in there. And also, for transparency, anybody that's Republican should have been able to be there. But my problem was, you had two elected Republican officials, one of the state House and Senate, that were there with us, were all ejected out of the room so that the board could then pounce on Laura Musler for something she didn't do. But then when, out of fear, the chairwoman called the police, and when the police showed up, there was a genius that ran for mayor twice and lost. He'll continue to lose because he does not have what it takes. He does not know how the offices work. He just doesn't have the toolbox, I think Laura said. The first thing out of his mouth to the cop, because he's a bootlicker, he went to the cop and said, I ran for mayor a couple times. So the poor cop wrote down disturbance, spoke with Mayor Colvin. And,
that's what
in the report.
About. I was saying how because
the CAD report.
Well, I was saying because the officers, doing patrol and he's taking all these calls and stuff, most of them don't interact with our elected officials. They have no idea who they are. I mean, it's the reality of it. And the sad part is you can't sit there and say, oh, well, they should go to city council meeting. No, they're too busy trying to defend you.
No, I don't think they should have to know they're elected officials, but because they technically work for city manager. But my point is, out of what context of reality, you got a policeman there answering a disturbance call, you need to tell him you ran for office for mayor. Yeah. And then the poor guy misunderstands it as that it was the mayor. Right. So at any rate, true to their form, Cumberland County GOP has blocked every post I've tagged them in, whether it's responding to their own people that are running on their slates. So the team, is it Team Cumberland is the name of.
To further combat inflation.
Pause it.
Whoops.
Okay. Go ahead.
Where'd it go?
I'll put it back. Go ahead. Dad, got something to say?
Hello again. This is Peter Pappas.
I'm just walking in, and this is the first time I've seen this weasel talk on the Carolina cabinet about me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you believe this fool, this weasel, Peter Pappas, you're a fool as well. That's all I got to say about that. Let me just say this.
They're
fools.
They're
talk.
I wouldn't call them a fool.
But let me say this, okay? About what he is talking about. I didn't even know the GOP was having a meeting in my venue. I drove up, I saw a group of people outside. I drove up and asked them, hey, what's going on? And they said they're having a GOP meeting in your venue and they won't let us in. And they were very frustrated. And I said, well, why don't y'all just come in and inside here, I can let you guys sit and lounge here instead of being outside. I had no idea that they had a meeting. Okay, and I was trying to accommodate them from having to stand outside. Apparently, it was a closed meeting, and one of the representatives there even acknowledged that they could have that closed meeting. I'm not going to mention any names, okay, but somebody asked about it, and they were corrected. Then, as I was walking out, a police drove up, okay, and I saw them. I was wondering what in the world is this police officer doing at my venue. I didn't call him. And when he drove up, I told him, I said, everything's okay here. He said, somebody called, there was a complaint about something. And I said, look, there's nothing going on here. They're just having a meeting inside the store, and that's all there is to it. I said, we didn't call the police. I'm the owner of the business, and we don't need your service. So there's no reason for you to be here. That was it.
Did you mention that you were that you ran for mayor?
No, I didn't even mention nothing about mayor. He's a liar.
He said
Look, this guy, I'm telling you right now, people, I'm telling you straight. Okay, my wife and my daughter want to go out and talk about what's going on. I believe what they're saying. A lot of the stuff they're saying is true. Most of it, all of this is true from what I hear. But when I heard this driving, when I went to go pick up my granddaughters, and this is the first time I've heard this. This guy right here is a weasel. He's a liar. Yes. And for him to be on the Carolina cabinet, a business I believe that's owned by Nat Robinson, somebody's got to shut this guy down, because all he does, he goes on that show and he bashes women by name.
Yep.
He's disrespectful to his mother. We know that. And all the Greek community don't like him. Most of them, I know that because they tell me. They tell me that's why he didn't win. We shared 9 precincts when I ran for House 44, when he ran for county commissioner. I got 1,000 more votes than Peter Pappas did in the red district of Fayetteville. Now, Fayetteville's a blue city. We know that. Cumberland County is already purple. But Fayetteville is blue. But the heart of Fayetteville, Haymont, Van Story, Summertime, the area that we live in, Precinct 14 is red.
Oh, it is.
And I got 1,000 more votes than this guy. And he talking about the reason why he lost was because the people were so sure that he was going to win that they didn't come out to vote.
Well,
That's what he said.
They voted for him.
Now let me just say this, folks, because I
I
don't like to get on the radio and I don't like to do this stuff, and people want to go on these radio stations and pontificate. They can go do all they want, okay? And this is the first time but if you're going to listen to the lies of him, Heather Holmes, and everybody else in that crowd, Antoine Minor,
Bree's watching,
okay, and I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to come out, okay? And I'm going to say this: I'm no idiot. Okay, I served my country for 32 years. I've got 6 kids, 15 grandkids. I run a business, 4 businesses under one roof. I'm a real estate investor, and all I'm doing is trying to make a difference in Fayetteville by running for mayor and giving people in Fayetteville an opportunity to pick somebody other than the status quo. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do. And for people like Peter Pappas and Antoine Minor to attack me when I haven't really even said nothing about them, okay, and I hold my tongue, but to hear this lie, this garbage, okay, is baloney. And if you believe it, and if you're associated with these people, I don't even want to be around you, because that's the way I am. I don't need this, okay? I'm going to run for mayor again, but I don't need people like Peter and Antoine Minor help. I don't need them. They're going to help. They're going to hurt me. That's all they're going to do.
Nah.
Okay? I went on to their program. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it like this. I went on to the Carolina cabinet. Antoine Minor, Peter Pappas, and a couple other preachers and whatever was there, okay? And I was sitting there, they were asking me questions, and I answered all the questions, right? Then when I left, right, Antoine Minor gets up there and starts talking about, well, I think it's going to be between Evans and Mitch Coven.
Losers.
I mean, I'm a Republican candidate. He should have said, I think Freddie's got a good chance. He's a retired Army Lieutenant Colonel. He's a business owner. He's a true Republican. He's a strong conservative. He's a family man, a businessman. He meets all the criteria. He's a highly decorated combat soldier. I mean, I served 32 years. I got a Legion of Merit, Bronze Star. I got 8 Meritorious Service Medals. I got a Korean Accommodation Medal. I got 4 ARCOMs, JSAM, a JCOM, 4 AAMs, and all 27 of them are impact awards. So don't tell me I'm an idiot, okay? Because I'm not. And I'm going to tell you straight out the gate, y'all don't know Freddie. But when this guy right here, Peter Pappas and Antoine Minor, you guys let them represent the next slate.
Oh boy.
Okay, you guys got another thing coming, because I'm not going to have nothing to do with it. I'm going to tell you right out now, I'm doing it on record. And there's some people that know me, they never seen me like this before. But I'm going to tell you right out the gate, that guy right there, Antoine Minor and Peter Pappas, they don't have no women in their lives, so they don't know how to treat them. They go to a women's club and they start bashing that club like they're part of the club, and they weren't barely even invited. Okay, that is what you got. That's what you got. And you want to be a part, you expect me running as a candidate to go to the RCRC? You're crazy. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot more going to come out. There's going to be stuff that come out. Hey, look, I was a military police officer for 28 years, okay? Highly decorated. Top secret clearance. SCI. I know more than what I know what's going on, okay? You have no clue what Freddie knows. And the community, they know me too.
The community
So
knows.
don't even try to act like you have a monopoly, Antoine Minor, with the word community, because just because we say community doesn't mean it's just blacks, okay? Because it's just not the blacks. It includes the whites and the Hispanics and the Latinos and the Asians, okay? And the Jewish, okay? And the LGBT community. I don't
That's
care.
right.
Everybody knows Freddie. I have nothing against none of these communities. And for you to get on this radio station, you need to apologize.
calling you a racist.
You need to be a.
Oh,
that's
that's
another thing.
racist.
They call Venus a racist. Can you believe that? And the people in favor know that Venus' mother was called the N-word when she was growing up. And you're going to call Venus a racist? You done lost your mind. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be more coming out. And I'll tell you what, this is not over. This is not over.
Okay.
We're back. That was really wonderful. I love it.
Don't you love your daddy?
I love it when
So
men get
proud.
hot, like
Oh, yeah.
like fired up.